This morning I want to talk about pack behavior and Democratic politics, and I'm going to use my production crew, which is a pack of 4 hounds, and compare it to the Kentucky 6th District Democratic primary. Now, my 4 hounds, the first one is Seamus. Seamus is my biggest boy. He's 65 pounds. He's Basset and Great Pyrenees, and he's a total lap dog. Seamus barks loud, and if you don't see him, you're scared to death, but if you do see him, well, he's a cuddle bunny. And then there's Patty. Patty is our purebred Basset. No, I didn't pay a breeder. He was at the Humane Society, God knows why. But he's our purebred Basset, and he kind of marches to his own little drummer. When the whole pack charges after something, Patty and the lays in the grass and watches. He's not as involved in the pack as the other three. Number 3 in the pack here is Lissy. Lissy is a mix between a Beagle and a Walker Tree and Coonhound. She yells real loud, but she is the most timid of the 4. If there's a ranking, she's number 4 in the pack. And then there's Annie. Annie is our smallest Beagle. Annie's a fighter. Annie's tough. Annie leads, Annie bosses the other rounds, including the 60, 65-pound boys. And she's always in charge. She's doing what she has to do to protect her pack and her turf, our house and lot. And she will do anything. And take a look at this picture. Look at the ear. This is the way Annie came for us from the Rescue Society. So, how's this compare to the 6th District? Well, pretty easy. We got 4 candidates. It makes an easy comparison. The first one is Sherilyn Stevenson. Now, Sherilyn's like Seamus. She's a lapdog. She's a lapdog for the state Democratic Party. She was their chosen candidate. She's a failed candidate for the state legislature. She had a state legislative seat and lost it to a Republican. And then there's my Patty equivalent. That is Zach Dimbo. Now, Zach is the Democratic, we say, candidate funded by Republican PAC money. Zach looks good. Zach's cries portrayed if he's going to be that moderate voice that work across the aisle. Which, if you want to think of it that way, think of John Fetterman. You know, let's work across the aisle and give the son of a bitches everything they want. I don't see much difference between that and our current Republican representative. And then there's David Clobier. Now, David is sort of like Lissy. He's number 4 in the pack. Probably a little more timid than the others. And quite frankly, if it came down to depending on him, well, we couldn't. And then there's number 4. There's Aaron Petrie. Aaron Petrie is a vocal, loud progressive. She draws comments from a lot of people around here about, boy, isn't that woman sharp? Doesn't she just say it? Well, she does. She's a fighter. And quite honestly, that's what you need today if you want a Democratic representative. You need someone that's going to fight for you, that's going to lead and not follow in the pack. Someone who speaks for you. So, my little pack of hounds, their dynamics are a lot like the dynamics going on in the 6th District congressional race. We have one person that wants to lead, one that wants to lay on the couch, one that tries to look good but really isn't part of the pack, and one that likes to yell a lot but will run at the first mention of a confrontation. So, when you look at your races, when you look at your primaries, think of my pack. Look at them as a pack, and where do they stand?